just being blocked out of the fight right now. Should be taking down this natural expansion. And consistently force feeding that more and more Zealots actually being warped in by that proxy pylon.
Is now down, and that should be it. Because I can't see that the... I mean, the Protoss has 6 gates up, so surely he has enough production to get past that 1 base production of the Zerg.
But now there's no more force fields, and all the drones and the roaches coming into the fight, actually blocking a lot of his own roaches from attacking, and it looks like that Draconis is going to be happily just kiting. Zealot's actually going to work on the drones, so nice little micro right there. The Stalk is coming back to pick off the roaches that are going to work on the Zealots, so just an ideal engagement from Drakova. Nice little timing push, and it looks like that this game is going to go to the Protoss buddy.
Yep, it looks like the Zerg wasn't properly scouting. He was kind of reacting to... He reacted to a 4-gate, then he went to mutas, but that wasn't the optimal thing to do, considering there was 6-gate, and what is the Protoss doing?
He might just be taking another base.
Yeah, there's no reason to not push up that, up into the main if your production is that much better. If you've got a 6-gate against a 1-base, your production's going to be better. You can just... he can just sit in the natural and continually make units and then push up if he felt like it.
Yeah, it seems like he just wants to play super safe. Probably going to be scouting for any hidden bases. Yeah, he's going to put up his Nexus, build out some more units, get some more upgrades, and then just go back and finish him off later.
Yeah, it is really super safe. He could have won if he just pushed up.
Yeah.
He killed off the entire army of the Zerg just before.
Robotics Bay being thrown down, robotics facility, just because he scouted all those roaches, he's going to be able to get out those Immortals, and possibly even the Colossi, if he so chooses. Drakova in a commanding lead at the moment. And let's take a look at the food count. It's actually 93 to 74, so not much of a difference, and actually it's just going to be a production difference. Drakova's going to be able to pull ahead really quick.
Yeah, he's on 3-base compared to 1-base mining. Notorious was just making his natural hatchery then, and he just cancelled it. It looks like he might be pushing instead, but yeah, it's pretty much over now. Oh, he's trying to
high yield. Yeah, he does need to gamble a little bit to get back into this game, and the high yield is exactly the way to do it. He does have control of one of these Xel'Naga Watchtowers, needs to take control of the second one, and he's going to be doing that now. Not really sure how he's going to manage to defend this and his main, however, if like Phoenixes or Void Rays come out. But it looks like the Twilight Cancel is going to be thrown down. Maybe see Blink, maybe see DTs even.
To be honest, it doesn't matter if he can hold that golden up, because he's pretty much lost already. If he was trying to be safe, then he'd lose. But if he can get this gold up and get it fully saturated for quite some time, then that might buy him back into the game. But probably not, because the...
Probably should be just roll him.
That's going to be more income anyway, so...
And Drakova getting his third one saturated at the moment, just full saturated.
The only way the Zerg can win so far, the only way Torres can actually come out ahead and win this game is by keeping the Skull base alive and not being attacked, and then getting a really ideal engagement with a really good surround afterwards on the Protoss army.
And within a minute of that last food count mention, we see Drakova going into like a 30 food lead, a 40 food lead. So,
what we just saw the Xel'Naga Watchtower was that, well, I'm not sure if you saw that, but the probe pulled up and the Zergling went down to attack it. And the probe got to the Xel'Naga Watchtower for a split second.
So he saw it. No, he didn't. Yeah, if you go to his vision.
He didn't?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't see it.
Jeez.
I thought for a second there that the probe actually scouted that, but...
Yeah.
Because I did see the Protoss army moving over there for just a bit of a second, so we will see the Protoss army now scouting that gold, so that gold will not survive.
Yeah, it looks like Notorious might be debating whether to go for a base trade. The meters are going to be going into action. No, yes. Going to be clumping up only with 5 meters and a few roaches. With this high yield expansion, is just going to be taken down so quickly. One Immortal even in the fray, and an Observer just for keeping track of any sort of borrowed play. But it doesn't look like that Notorious does have that upgraded. He's got roach speed. Here comes the engagement. And keep in mind that Drakova does have Blink, so he'll be able to pick up any retreating units if he wants to. And this should be it. This should be game.
Yeah, there's really no way that Notorious can either produce units to be able to take down the army of Drakova or just win from this battle now. I mean, yeah, you just need to take one look and decide.
I even took down the bottom toolbar just to watch this engagement. Blink! Blink! There we go. Yeah, just waiting the GG, and I'll put the tool back up just in case I'm missing something crucial. Blink up to the high ground, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's a bit odd.
What's he doing?
Right at that spot to blink up there.
He's got an obs.
It wasn't quite in position before.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it only just caught up.
Should be able to blink again.
Blink again!
Go. Go.
These roaches are actually buying quite a lot of time.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, they can't buy enough time, though.
Yeah.
The amount of time he'd need to catch up is just
He's putting down his expansion now. Redemption.
And the funny thing is that he's taking his natural hatchery right there. Well, the thing is, he's about to get mined out its main, so he's doing long distance mining with his. Oh no, he's just moving his drones over for some reason. Maybe he's trying to engage with. His
Yeah, he's kind of like all in last ditch effort. But the Immortals on the left hand side doing tons of damage to these roaches, and the Stalkers at that critical mass. Even if you get us around the inside, Stalkers still take no damage from melee units. And Notorious calls the GG. Drakova. Nicely played, man.
Yeah, Stalkers 1, drones 0.
Yep. Stalkers 325. Looks like we got a game. NGG Deadvo, and I think Wish was mentioning in chat that he thinks this guy is going to be able to take all of it. Let's take a look and see. Wish. Mentioned that NGG Deadvo might be the one to take it out. He's a Protoss. Playing against a Terran named Zoom on Shakura's Plateau. This is the new Shakura's Plateau. The backdoor expansion is no longer available to you that easily, but those cliffs might make it easy for some Colossus harass. It's just what I've been dreaming.
Well, it isn't Imbo anymore, so... well, to be honest, you can send Colossus down those back cliffs, but you can't send the rest of your army as well, so it's... Yeah, you can do Colossus harassment into main, but at the same time, you can lose Colossi, so it's... Whereas before it's like, if you push down the back, you win. There's actually like no way that you can stop some of those pushes. If you're Zerg versus Terran, for instance, like, yeah, those slow tank pushes, I saw Idra going against one and just like, he left afterwards being like, I actually don't know how it's possible to play this game at the moment. And I gotta agree with that. It's literally impossible to hold off some of those pushes. Like, how can you get us around? Running through their base and trying to get to them? No. That's not going to work.
Oh man, and I actually don't know what round this is. I'm going to pull up the brackets really quick, hopefully. Oh, actually no, I'm not. Don't worry about that. Deadvo.
In that case, I will not. Devo, how do you say that? Deadvo?
Yeah.
Deadvo. Devo is spawning in the top left position as the purple Protoss, and he's against Zoom, the blue Terran, in the top right position.
Round of 16.
Yeah, round of 16, another PvT.
Yeah.
Or TVP, whichever you prefer saying.
This is still best of one, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, we got a round of 8 match lined up for us next, so that's going to be best of 3. Coolios.
Round of 16 is best of 1, no second game, but when it's at the round of 8, it is best of 3s.
Yep. And it looks like that the way that these players are going to be expanding, I think, just because it is horizontal positions, they're going to be expanding around the crescent, but another position that our Terran buddy could take is just the center base here. It will force him to defend less space. He can get a planetary fortress up with some siege tanks and actually, like, totally abuse this defense spot. It'll be extremely, extremely hard to break into, especially if he's got turrets covering the left-hand side of his main base right there.
Yeah, it looks so far. If these players are going to go macro heavy, you can just cut the map in half. But and yeah, we'll just have to see what they do, though.
Yep.
I really have nothing to say. We'll just have
He's
to
a Zerg, leave him alone.
I'm sorry, guys. I need to switch races and then I can come back as a caster.
That's right.
Nah, most casters are Zerg anyway.
Dude, have you seen the new fungal growth? Oh yeah, I was testing it with you. Oh my gosh!
I've used it so much.
It's
so fun.
so good.
I went against AN the other day using fungal growth. It's like fungal run away, fungal run away, fungal run away, and he had these huge fireballs running in front of his tanks.
Oh man!
And they literally just disappeared
They just
so
melt.
quickly. The fungals kill a group of Marines now. Medivacs can't out heal the fungals, and yeah, but in TVZ it really doesn't affect it that much because if you keep your Marines close to the fungals, then yeah. It's cool how you actually give me something to talk about then, but it's not even relating to the games.
It doesn't matter. Zoom actually going really, really balls to the wall, getting his tech lab up before the first Marine. He had a couple of SCBs building on his command center, so the orbital's just a little bit late, not a big deal. And Cybercore going up right now for Devo. Second gas going down, so we'll probably be seeing a lot of sentries and probably the taking of this natural expansion Reaper coming in.
Second there? Yeah, he's putting his tech lab up first. I was thinking for a second there, he might be going for Reaper, and just off the architecture of this map, Reapers can actually be...
That's going to be really, really powerful, especially with these cliffs. Just take a look at that. Boink. And then I go across this upside down smiley and into the Protoss main. And only one Zealot right now.
Zealot up against a Reaper.
Oh man, I miss 5-Rax Reaper. I miss it, I do. First Stalker on the way. If he chrono boosts that out and just delays the Zealot a little bit, he should be fine. But the Reaper is on the way. Not going to be taking that horizontal pass. Yeah. Going to be taking the long ways around. And just as well because the Zealot's at the front. Yeah. Stalker being chrono boosted out. It should be out by the time the Reaper gets
it'll be out in time to take care of this Reaper, so...
Way to balance.
Disappointing.
Way to balance, Blizzard. Nicely done. And,
well, I think Zoom might have been able to do something if he went the shorter route. I mean, he could have been in the base right now. Well, he's in the base now anyway, but...
Zoom getting Marauders and that Stim Pack instead of Concussive. It looks like the Reaper's just going to run away.
Maybe just there for scouting to see what the Protoss is doing, but of course, you can't really scout that much at this point in the game because Gateway Tech's nowhere near done, so he can just wait till his Gateway Tech is the optimal amount done, then make his gateways or do the rover facility right now, like he is right now. So he's going to be probably just sending the observer the short way across bases, unlike we just saw then. But
yeah, and he could even go for 3-gate rover before he expands. Really, it's quite flexible. You need to match the production facilities of your Terran opponent, so that's why you get the 3 gates. And like sometimes you make an immortal. I'm not sure if you can fully fund it, probably not. But with those warp gates, you can be a little bit more flexible. And Stimpack with that extra nerf. As of recently, it's an extra 30 in-game seconds. Just going to be still researching. Actually sitting on 3 racks right now. And getting out the bio. What are we seeing? He's getting a sentry. He's already got one. I like getting sentries early.
So this is me learning about TVP, but it looks so far that it's pretty much always 3 racks into an expansion or some other tech.
Well, Deadfo's sitting on a lot of resources at the moment. He could even expand or build another gateway. He's only going to be building an Elves, which is really, really cheap. He could be building an Immortal, which will burn up more of those resources in the future. But it does look like that Deadfo is going to expand.
Question then. Is that usually what happens?
I get the Immortal out first because I'm scared of Marauders.
No, I mean like 3 racks for the Terran.
Yeah.
Sorry if you kind of...
Yeah. 3 racks. 3 racks is pretty common. And it looks like a small push is going to be coming up now. He does have Stim. Looks like he's going to be caught by these force fields. Nice force fields right there. Actually forcing the Terran to engage when he might not have wanted to. It looks like there's some ultra fast kiting around the Zealot is going to be happening, but the Zealot's just too much. And actually cleaning up all the force. These Stalkers are going to be able to run down the Marauder. The Marauder's stimming and running his armored ass out of there.
Yeah, you can kite as much as you want, but that doesn't stop Stalkers from shooting at you.
Yeah. And it looks like nothing's coming out of the Robo. I had so much hopes just then that he'd be getting an Immortal or something. What could have been? Zoom needs to bunker up right now, and he's going to be doing that expansion also on the way. So 2 base to 2 base.
The expansions look like they're going to finish about the same time, so it's looking like it's pretty even so far. We do have a proxy pylon at the natural of Zoom though.
Ooh, and actually Deadfo is sitting 6 probes up currently. Ooh, Scan taking out that obs. And is he going to get an orbital? Yes, he is. Keep in mind for this proxy pylon, he could go for a pincer attack the front with like a Colossi or 2, and then warp in a bunch of Zealots behind just to go to work on those SCVs.
Pylon was just seen by an SCV though, so it'll be interesting to see if he actually does anything about that. He sees the Zealot being warped in as well, so...
Oh. Too bad. Take out the mule! Ah. Oh well. Worth a try. Getting up his 3rd and 4th gas. I'm not sure if you can spend all that gas so early. I like to get the 3rd one and then transition to the 4th one just a little bit later. Not a big deal. It looks like Robotics Bay is finally down. He's going to be able to pump out Colossus and sitting on 3 gate, 1 robo at the moment. He should be building 1 or 2 more gateways up a little bit later after this space is has a little bit more mining time on it.
I swear, if the finals for this is TVP.
And I'm surprised that Deadfo hasn't done anything about these Xel'Naga watchtowers. He knows that he's a little bit ahead after that first engagement, but really he could deprive the Terran of so much vision right now. It looks like that Zoom is going to be going for a secondary push, try and buy his way back into the game instead of taking another base. But this, whoa, a lot of Zealots after dead vote. It's going to be a matter of if this Colossus comes out in time, and it looks like it will finish. 2 observers queued on that robotics facility, and I would really like to see the Colossus position on the high ground.
This is really even so far, apart from the Colossus. The Colossus is obviously going to do a lot of damage to that bio, but...
Oh, chasing. Preemptive Guardian Shield. No, I don't like this chase. Run back. Yeah, you listen to me. Yeah. Thermal Land still on the way, and more obs and Colossi. Surprised that Zoom hasn't really taken up. He's just finishing up his factory right now in the main. Actually getting supply capped a lot. He's been using this call down supply diva, which will sort of end game give you extra 100 minerals, but yeah, it's a sign that your macro's been slipping. He's building 3 at once, so definitely feeling the nerves. And having a Ghost Academy, but not yet actually using it. He doesn't have a Ghost on the field at all. Would really like to see that coming out soon, just because he is banking a lot of gas, about 700, 600 now. And for a Terran, that's just so much gas. He's in a land of abundance.